Hey guys, Bowflex Barbie here, and we are at Fresh Markets Harbor Bay today for a live cooking demo. And today I'm cooking honey garlic salmon, veggie fried rice, and a warm bell pepper salad. We're going to be doing some samples, and I'll be sharing why I chose this recipe for Heart Month and just how these ingredients are really going to help prevent heart disease and keep your heart nice and healthy. All right, good afternoon, ladies. My name is Dekel. I'm also known as Bowflex Barbie, the Fit Foodie. So I'm a fitness instructor. That's what I do. Cooking is not necessarily like what I do, but I like to eat, hence the Fit Foodie. So today's meal is going to be pretty easy, pretty simple. Like I said, I don't consider myself a chef, but it's simple enough that you still get, to do it really quickly. It's still really flavorful if you like to eat like me. And so you don't have to spend too much time in the kitchen to prepare it, and it's still going to give you the health benefits if you are on a fitness journey or, conscious of what you're putting into your body, how you're fueling your body. Then these are foods that are going to, give you the nutritional benefits you need to keep your body nice, healthy, and fit as well. So if you have any questions at any point, some of it is organic. I will let you know as I go through the ingredients what is. I guess Melissa can help me a little bit as well.
Okay.
As far as what. No, you don't have to come, but
I will come behind
you can let me know if the veggies, what is organic,
yes.
what isn't.
So, let me tell you a little bit about. So we are a specialty grocery store, and we carry organic, conventional, and natural food. So what we're preparing today is our fresh salmon out of our deli, and this is actually the Scottish salmon, which is loaded with omega-3s, and as you can see, it's nice and fresh, filleted. Nice. Our vegetables are also organic vegetables, and organic is always the best because it has less chemicals and all that nasty stuff in it, right? So so we have a kind of a mixture of natural and organic, and we have our produce there, which is also organic. Yeah? Okay.
Okay, so she answered that. Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start with the salmon, and so I've cut, this is about 16 ounces of salmon here, and I average it out because the recipe yields 4 servings. I average it out for each person having about 4. But obviously, you can also give or take to that depending on how much you're eating. It's recommended that you have about 4 ounces, 3.5 to 4 ounces to get the amount of omegas that I'm talking about that you need. But if 3 ounces of salmon, by the time you cook it, it looks a bit small and it may not be as filling, so you can always do a little bit more. So I'm just going to start by seasoning it. I'm going to put this whole lemon in there. I typically would eat salmon for dinner, just because it's a fattier protein and your body's able to absorb all the goodness that it offers. The fattier protein, the omegas, it has potassium in it as well, and B complex vitamins. And your body's able to absorb all that as you rest, which is the ideal time to actually take your vitamins, like before you go to sleep, so that your body's able to actually use them to rest and recover. So salmon for dinner, or any fatty cuts of protein that you're gonna have, are really good to have later in the day or for dinner. If y'all wanna come closer and watch me, you can. If not, it's fine. So I'm just gonna mix that up a bit, and then I will go in with crushed red pepper, and I like spicy, but I don't know if y'all do, so I'm not gonna go overboard. But all the seasonings you can kind of do to your preference. If you like spicy, you can go a little bit heavier. If you don't, then maybe skip it. So just going to mix all of that up.
So while she's doing that, let me just mention that, so even with the seasoning, these brands are specific to Fresh Market. So Field Day is actually one of our house brands, and this is one of our organic brands. Like everything in Field Day basically is organic, and it's also affordable. So you won't break the bank, right? And we also have Thai cocoa, which is also one of our brands. We have the coconut oil, we have drinks and all the other stuff in Thai cocoa. And
Steal this one.
this is coconut oil, and this is also virgin coconut oil, cold pressed. So it's chemical free, very good. And actually, when she uses this, depending on how you like coconut oil or not, like you might actually get some of the coconut flavor. You like coconut oil?
I do. It's really good if you, like when you're doing something like a salmon, when you put it in the pan and then you add your fresh or squeezed garlic in the heated coconut oil. And then I like to do sometimes like fresh peppers.
Yes.
And it actually helps to season the food, yeah, before you actually put it in. Or if you're like sauteing onions, mushrooms, that type of stuff, the coconut oil is really good. Avocado oil is actually really good too, which we have.
So one like me, I would prefer the avocado oil.
I love avocado oil.
Because I don't like the coconut flavor. Yeah, but they're both very good for you.
The avocado actually has a higher smoke point too.
Yes.
Which is why I like it. The coconut oil has some higher smoke point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you cook in it, it's like it doesn't like, sometimes coconut oil, if you cook it too high. Yeah. Also good for your heart, which is February month, heart health, you know.
Heart health month, so that's good. Yeah. That was a good point she made about the smoke point. Because a lot of times when we're frying or when we're sauteing, or frying, we like to use olive oil, and we use olive oil for everything.
Yeah.
But we shouldn't, because when olive oil is cooked at a high heat, it's not good for you. So the avocado oil or the coconut oil would actually be way better for you. Yeah.
Just gonna bring it down a little.
Like that's also a good one. Yeah.
I like it too. So I've added the avocado oil, and I added a little bit more garlic, just like we talked, so it helps to like flavor the salmon once you get it in there.
You like garlic?
I love garlic, almost a little too much. Almost a little too much, but I do like garlic. I love the flavor of garlic. Got a little bit of settling in there. So we're gonna bring that a little bit lower, and as that cooks, my assistant's gonna take my bowl. And we're gonna do the actual honey garlic sauce. So I'm gonna watch this just because I typically cook on an electric stove, so gas. I know gas is a little bit different, so I'm gonna keep an eye on it. But we're gonna go into the honey garlic sauce. So I'm gonna use Bragg's liquid aminos, which is an actual healthier alternative to the soy sauce. Yeah, it's still a little bit higher in sodium than like a reduced sodium soy sauce, but I actually like it. So it's still a good protein source. Bragg's liquid aminos. It's gluten-free. It's a natural soy sauce alternative, yeah. So I usually use it. You can put it on salads. You can use it for sauces or however you would use soy sauce regularly. We're supposed to be doing 4 cups, so I'm gonna go pretty heavy on it.
This is, when you're home cooking,
I don't measure anything.
you don't measure anything.
So we're gonna add, I'm actually gonna put this in the pot so it heats. We're gonna add just 1 squeeze. So I put quite a bit of garlic in the other stuff. And a spoon.
Let me get
and then we will let that heat a bit. And then we'll add honey and a little bit more of the crushed red pepper to help flavor it, and a little bit of lemon as well. It's starting to get a little hot, so we're gonna start adding some of the honey. I'm just gonna do about 1.5 of these spoons. And this is Field Day Organic honey. Huh? For this?
You have to rake it off?
Oh, yeah. I was gonna let it drip. It's fine.
Now y'all know if we were at home in a minute.
Maybe.
We'll be a whole lot civilized today.
A little bit. A little bit.
So yeah, so this is Field Day. This is really good.
Get it straight off the cone.
Yeah.
Yeah, my husband does beef.
Oh, okay.
All right, just gonna check on the salmon. All right, so these are starting to brown a little bit. I know salmon for me is sometimes tricky, especially on the stovetop, like not making it super dry. So I usually I usually put it in the oven just to try to seal in as much moisture as I can. But when I'm cooking on the stovetop, the key is to not let it cook fully. So what I like to do is cook it like 3/4 done, and then I turn the stove off and let it finish cook kind of in its own heat. Or the sauce is really good for that too, because you can turn the heat off, add the sauce, and let the heated sauce continue to let it cook so it's not dry. And the sauce will also help with the dryness too.
So how do you like your salmon? Well, medium. Medium? I kind of like mine.
You like yours medium? Me too. Like I typically don't let it. I try to not let it cook all the way. All right, so the sauce is heating up. The salmon is not quite where I need it to be yet. Just gonna check it a little bit more.
Yes, so at the back we have two types of salmon. We have Atlantic,
Right.
right, and then we have the Scottish. So this one is actually the Scottish salmon. This is the really good one. Yeah.
The really good one.
Guys cook at the deli?
Is that a trick question? Well, you know what? In all honesty, it varies.
Okay.
Yeah. So it varies on which one we have at the deli. So I kind of sort of don't know what the chef would know from the back. Yes.
Safe answer. All right, so I'm gonna add a little bit more of the crushed red pepper to the sauce. I know the recipe also calls for, I think, water, but you can kind of add it if you feel like. I know when I first did the sauce, I did a lot more honey, so it was pretty thick, and I needed that water to kind of thin it out a bit, because you don't want it super thick, but you also don't want it like runny or like
Why
soup.
not add more of the amino instead of water?
Because the aminos still have quite a bit of sodium, and if depending on how high you seasoned the salmon itself, yeah, or just your preference, your sodium tolerance, it may affect it a little bit. But I think the recipe only calls for like a teaspoon of water anyway. But it's really just up to you what you prefer. Unless you want to sample the sauce. No, I will sample it then. Fine.
It looks hot.
It's not hot. We can go a little more honey. It's a little salty. You could use more honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
Alright.
see, I like salty.
I like sweet, so
Yeah.
we can go a little more honey.
It's good. Is pepper off the cow?
It's not pepper. You may have got a flake. You may have got a pepper flake.
I think I got all the pepper flakes.
All right, so
It's good though. Like I really like.
you
I'm
like salty?
Yeah.
I prefer it to be. It's honey garlic, not salt garlic.
Sweet goes with pepper. Yes. Yeah, that's good.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna check the salmon again as that kind of simmers in. Gonna flip it one more time. And some of them are done. Can I put these on as they're done? What can I put them on? What can I put them on as they're done? Not all of them. Yeah, that one's not done yet. Or that one. Actually, no, that's fine. Don't worry about it. I can leave them in there.
Can you get me
I actually don't need to. That's okay. That's okay. All right, we're gonna try it one more time. And I got a lot. That's better.
Okay.
That's better. All right, so the salmon is almost where I want it to be. Which, like I said, I don't like to cook it fully. So since it is almost, it can be done. Don't worry, it can be done. There is one piece that is like fully there now. It's a little bit thinner, so it is done. But the thicker pieces are not all the way there. So as that,
We all got this, right? What this was? Look at me.
I'm just gonna
So this
pour.
is actually through the same aisle where they. So we have like ethnic section with like with the soy sauce and all the Chinese Asian stuff. So right, so that's right in that section right there.
All right.
See why we need, because you know what I would have done? I was gonna take that and dump it right in there.
What you would have done? Dump the salmon in?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, well, see, this is actually too much sauce. If you look, I have a lot. I have a lot left, and you don't want to like soak it in there unnecessarily. And this sauce, like what I do usually, if I have some left over, I'll use it for like my chicken. You can use it as a dressing if you like the flavor of it. You can use it as salad dressing, or like I said,
good.
I'll put it on my wings, on my chicken breast, because I usually have some left over. You can, yeah. You can let stuff season in it. You pretty much would just season the sauce. It could be that too, because we got some rice.
You use the gravy from the
actual salmon, yeah.
and put it on your rice. So,
Yeah, from the actual salmon. So once we add that, we can kind of let it, because it's going to absorb it. We can add more as we need to. I'm just going to toss it again. So just almost right where I need it. Okay. Then I'll let y'all judge.
If you want, you can even break it up a little bit to make it cook faster. No? Yeah, I mean, it's up to you, because we're going to serve it
In the little.
sample sizes anyway.
I don't want it to cook all the way yet.
You want it to be
I don't-
perfect, right?
Yeah.
It does.
It is. I'm about to turn it off because I don't want to overcook it. Yeah, it's like right where I want it. So I'm gonna bring the heat pretty much off and just let it kind of sit in there. I'm gonna add a little bit more sauce because it kind of soaks up all that I put in there originally.
It sure did.
Yeah, pretty quickly. So I'm gonna go over each piece with a little bit more. And then I am going to take my honey one more time. And I told you I like honey too. I like honey and I like garlic. So I'm gonna add just a light drizzle of more honey over each piece. And kind of in the pan, and then
Really like sweet.
I do. I put too much, that's okay. And just gonna kind of stir it in with the sauce a bit more as it finishes. All right, so that is, she should get something to put it on.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. That's pretty much done. Both of these are off. And we'll rest that there. And then I'm gonna move into the veggie fried rice. So for the veggie fried rice, I'm going to use avocado oil again, or you can use coconut oil if that's what you prefer. But I've recently been converted to avocado oil, so I use it for everything. So I'm gonna go in with about, it's a pretty big pot, so about 3 capfuls. And the lovely people here at Fresh Market pre-cooked the jasmine rice, so we don't have to wait for that.
Yay!
But that's definitely something I'd recommend. Like if you're gonna do rice, and you know you're gonna have it a few times a week maybe, or if you know when you're gonna have it, to pre-cook it, especially for fried rice, because it does a little bit better once it's actually set. So when you cook it super fresh, I find it doesn't come out as great as if you were to let it, sit a while. So if you have a rice cooker or If you just have time to cook it before, that's always good. I think they did cook it this morning, but you can see it kind of was sitting for a little bit. So before I actually put that in, I'm gonna cut the kale for the rice. Thank you, Melissa. You are working it. So for the veggie fried rice, I'm only actually gonna use kale. I chose kale because of its richness in potassium, and potassium is actually really good for heart health as well. Huh? So yeah, kale is really good. I'm not the biggest fan of kale actually, like the flavor of it. I don't really like, but I know that it's really good, and I can actually eat it like this, like cut up in rice, a lot more than if you tell me like put it in a shot or like a salad. So this is how I sneak my kale in. But you can also add, I think, huh?
She said I must be a good cook. I tell her no, I just love
You like food? Me too. But I'm actually kind of picky with my greens. I'm a spinach,
spring salad
a
mix.
spring mix. I'm easy. Like I don't like it to have too much flavor, and I think that's the weird thing about kale for me. I feel like it does have like a slight flavor to it. So I think that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know. But we're gonna do, I think the recipe calls what, 4 stems of kale? 6 stems?
6.
6, yeah. 6 sounds good. Oh, she does have parsley.
Nice. I use honey.
The kale, I actually had the salad mix they have in the salad bar. I actually ate that kale though, so maybe I lied a little bit. I like that kale. I don't typically like if you were to
Use honey or maple syrup.
yeah, if you give me like kale on the side of my meal, I may not eat it. But I like the kale in the salad bar. I do. And so I'm making sure I'm trying to get none of the stem in there. If you are someone resourceful and you make your smoothies, you can actually put the stem in your smoothies.
But it's much more bitter.
Yeah, I
Or
don't
you
like.
can put it in soup.
I wouldn't
Put
do
it
that.
in the freezer. Yeah, just
You
chop them
can,
up.
yeah, there's uses for the stems, or some people use them to like, they grate them. They grate them to do like a slaw. Yeah, like how you do broccoli slaw. I wouldn't do that either. I don't like kale that much. All right, so I think I've got enough
All the nutrients are there.
over there. No, I just was looking for the knife.
Okay.
All right, so I'm just gonna cut my kale as small as I can. I'm gonna cut my glove as small as I can. And what I was gonna say, if you want to do more vegetables other than kale, obviously you can. Like if you get the, we have peppers, carrots, peas, mushrooms, all that good stuff. You can also add them in. But because we are focusing on February for Heart Health Month, I really wanted to highlight, the foods that are really good for your heart, and kale is one of those.
What about just tearing that apart? Like just.
Well, Melissa, I don't like kale. No, but I think it works a little bit better for the rice.
Okay.
The smaller it is.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the pieces that I already kind of shredded. Make them a little smaller.
Yay, teamwork. I mean, like the reality too is when you're home cooking, do you really take your time and when you're speeding? So this works, right? Yeah.
I don't buy the stems.
You buy it already? You fancy?
You buy it already.
Yeah, and I don't.
Have you ever tried the frozen one?
No, never.
Because I'm thinking something like this might be. Could frozen work, or that's too wet?
Frozen could work. Frozen could work. All right, so I'm adding my rice. It's supposed to be about 4 cups, so I'm gonna do about 8 spoons. Yeah, so we'll do 1 more spoon. And then I'm just kind of gonna push that to the side. And Melissa, can you pass me 2 eggs? All right, so while we wait for that, I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic.
I was wondering.
Again, you know, I was playing with the garlic.
I would have done it first, but I was wondering.
I'm gonna put the garlic in my side because my oil is kind of on one side of my pan. So I'm gonna add my garlic to the oil and kind of let that simmer a bit.
That's why you love fried rice. That's why you sesame seed oil.
So that you get more of an Asian.
Peanut oil too, eh? Peanut oil would give it like that little Asian. I don't know, maybe.
Possibly.
I mean, like, how many oils do you really have in your house?
Oh, you natural have plenty.
True, true. So we're gonna add. I don't know if I'm gonna use all my kale. I'm gonna kind of guesstimate.
Are we gonna put the eggs in another pan or?
No, so they're gonna go in here, but while she's getting it, I'm just gonna add my kale in, and then we'll push the rice back to one side once she brings it.
Because I almost was about to say we can't just like crack the eggs and.
Over it? No, you have to do it. You have to do it separately.
First time I'm doing it done like that. So I'm fry it separate. Cut it up and put it in.
Oh,
What?
so you fry it
The
in a
eggs?
totally different pan.
The egg, you mean? You don't know hibachi? You don't say they do it all.
I like that stuff, nice. But then if I do that, you know, like,
Yeah, there won't be any eggs.
no, then the Kel will want me to come and be her assistant at every cooking demo.
That ain't the plan?
Because they're going to be like,
That's not the plan?
okay, they're going to be like, who are these two?
I thought that was the plan, Melissa.
Who's your assistant? Like, she's juggling eggs. And then Fresh Market will be like, girl, you got skills.
I could, eh? You like kale, eh?
It just looks prettier.
Yeah, a little more. A little more. I'm gonna bring my heat down a little bit because that's heating a bit fast. Thank you.
So would you like for me to crack this in here?
Yes, please. All right.
So can I tell you that these are actually my all-time favorite eggs, and I'm not just saying that because I work here.
They
They too small for you?
Yeah.
No, but I mean, in terms of taste, the organic eggs are the best.
Actually, Melissa, can you?
And the texture is so very different.
I totally agree.
You need 2 or 3 or how many
You could do
eggs?
3. They're a little small. You could do 3.
We should do 4 with the bell. I like eggs. Eggs on everything.
Eggs on everything. You and Ethan could be friends.
Eggs on everything.
He'll eat eggs all day.
All day.
With mushrooms.
I like mushrooms too. So originally we had mushrooms in the recipe, Melissa, right?
We did?
Yeah, but you told me you didn't know if you'd have them in stock. I love mushrooms too.
See my skin scale?
Ooh, look at that. Look at the flick of the wrist. All right, so while Melissa beats this egg so beautifully for me, I'm gonna add a little bit more oil.
We should have some music.
Yeah. Y'all play music? Oh, just low.
It's low. We turned it down.
Oh.
We want to be able to hear you.
Gonna add a little bit more oil to this side. So I scraped all the rice to one side of the pan, just to give me some space to let my eggs cook on the other side, like so.
This is good.
And yeah, so I'm gonna let it almost like completely cook in this side of the pan before I fold it in, yeah, and it'll break up through the actual rice. Yeah, and then we'll add our Bragg's liquid aminos and a little bit of sriracha. You don't like sriracha? What?
You really don't like pepper, don't you?
Oh, I forgot she's
You
got
know
a
what?
pepper.
It's not that I don't like garlic. So I don't like garlic. So isn't this like garlic?
No,
in
it's
this?
not.
It's not.
Oh, okay. So maybe let me try it. Okay.
Like what? You don't like garlic?
No, I don't. I would not.
It's like it's
Flavorfully spicy.
it's spicy, but it's not like pepper.
Oh, this is good, guys.
It is. My
Do they have like garlic sriracha or something like
Yeah, they
that?
have different flavors.
I feel like I had a bad experience with this.
That's the only one I've ever
I don't
had.
like it, but oh,
My kids love that hot sauce.
Yeah, I like it.
oh my god.
It's also a very good fit sauce. Like if you're on a diet, yeah. It has less.
Because
It
there's
has
no sugar.
yeah. It's like really low in sugar, calories. How many calories does it have?
Zero.
0. And it's a little bit lower sodium than like most regular hot sauces too. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
my
is hot.
boys love that instead of hot sauce.
Yeah. So, especially I think I use it a bit too much.
Can we get some of the little sample spoons, please? I could let them
But
try
I'm
it.
try it. What was I gonna say? I do competitive bodybuilding. So when I'm on prep, you have to really watch your sodium intake. Yeah. So that's usually like the go-to. You put it on everything. Your greens, your food, your meat. But I think I ate so much of it over the years that it is, yeah.
See, I'm telling you.
You know the
like-
spicy mayo they give you at sushi?
Yes.
That's actually like the base of the spice.
Oh, there you go. See, this is why. Charlotte, did you know that? Because we getting road ready, right?
So my eggs are like, they look like a good scrambled eggs,
Yeah.
with a little bit of kale in there.
Yeah.
So they're almost completely done. So I'm gonna start folding it into the rice.
You just said something. Kale and eggs. You have spinach and eggs, not kale.
Yes, girl, you never had kale.
Yeah,
With
People do kale and eggs. I don't do kale and eggs, but
Never.
with your omelet.
Spinach. Never.
Okay, so anyone want to try this? I'll just give you like a little. No.
so thanks to Melissa giving me 4 eggs. This is quite eggy, but
Yes.
we will make it do.
Isn't it good? Oh yeah. It's good, isn't it? Everybody else want to try it? Did you want to try it? You know what it tastes like?
Gee, you're not adventurous.
No,
All right.
that's okay. And she likes to come with her stuff like Melissa try it, you know.
Melissa, can you? Oh, you already have it here for me. Thank you so much.
See, girl, you need me in your life.
I do. I do. All right, so I'm gonna do 1 spoon and mix it through. Because Bragg's is pretty salty, we don't want to add too much, especially if we're pairing it with the salmon that we use quite a bit of the Bragg's with. So I'm not gonna load it too
it'll
much.
Just have like that little flavor.
Yeah, you just kind of want the flavor of it.
Yeah.
And I'll do
So
a.
this is also gluten free, by the way. So that's good for anyone who has digestive issues.
Can I get a little bit more?
Oh, put it here.
Yeah. More than that, Melissa. A little bit more. Thank you. All right.
That looks so good.
Yeah, the
I feel
light
like
there.
you could give Rachel Ray a run for her money to
I
count.
ain't up with all that.
That's a big
I feel a whole.
Yeah.
That's a really big
You don't think we're doing good here? Like, come on.
You be confident here.
Yes, it's very interactive and yes, you guys.
Rachel, who did you say?
Never heard of her.
Okay.
All right, so our rice is done. I'm gonna steal 1 more spoon. I'm just gonna sample it so I don't poison y'all.
That's okay.
It's okay if I poison. That's actually really good. Okay.
Okay, so put that one here. Is this off?
Yeah, it's off. All right, we got 1 more really easy. Hopefully Melissa can help me with this too. 1 more easy thing to do. I'm gonna use these. We've got our last thing, which is the warm bell pepper salad. And this is just gonna really add nutrition as well as color to the plate. I've never had it either, up until I was planning this. Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Take this in the back there. Yeah, just get rid of that and bring it. Tell chef I say sorry. Just grab a clean one.
So I am just we're gonna start cutting up our veggies.
Okay.
Our bell peppers. So we're gonna do one red, one yellow.
We are making veggie fried rice, honey garlic salmon, and warm bell pepper salad.
We got one red, one yellow. And you didn't give me an orange one in my basket, but I want an orange one from over there.
No, these aren't clean actually.
Okay, so we won't put the orange.
Sorry.
That's okay. We got red and yellow, and then we've got a red onion.
This orange?
Yeah, that orange.
You want me to go run and wash it?
That's okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
It looks cross, like one
Yeah, it
side
looks
is
like
orange and the other is red.
So another thing, when you come to the store, just a little tip. When you see the label, so if it says 4, that means that it's conventional. If it says 9, then it's organic. So if the barcode starts with 9, anytime you go in the produce section, if the barcode starts with 9, organic. 4, actually, yeah, 4 is conventional. All right. So you want to make sure to wash it off with some apple cider vinegar. You know, get all the
Warm
wax
water,
and stuff.
that don't work by itself.
Huh?
Warm water
Thank you.
itself doesn't
Well,
work.
I would suggest when you buy your produce, the minute you get them, like get a big bowl, right? Pour some vinegar inside of it, and just wash or clean out your zinc, nice, and just put everything in the zinc and just wash it off because it gets the wax and all the chemicals or whatever that they might have sprayed on it off of it.
That
And not
includes
only that,
lettuce,
that's lettuce, kale,
All
everything.
produce, yeah.
And not only that, all produce. Not only that, but you will actually, the vinegar actually preserves it, so it actually
Will last longer.
Lasts longer. Especially like berries, because I love berries. So whenever I buy
You don't
like
feel like it-
berries, blueberries,
You don't feel like it
strawberries,
changes the flavor of them? Like the
No.
vinegar? No?
I don't put that much. Like only like
Okay.
maybe a little capful or something like that.
Okay.
in water.
In
In water, okay.
water, and just wash it off. Or just like, or what I would do is I would just fill the zinc up, take it, you know, while it's still in the container because it has the holes. So when you just put it in with the container, it folds up, and when you hold it, like it drains out of the bottom. So, yeah.
Try not to cut my finger off. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's a little amazing.
So just remember that little tip when you're shopping. Look here, look up. I leave her for 2 seconds. And
You were supposed to be helping me.
oh, I just because I didn't know. Okay, so what
Yes.
do you want me to do now?
I almost finished.
See, there you go. You want me to light the thing?
Yeah, you can light it for me. All right, I think I'm done with
The
these.
oil in?
Yes, how you know we're using avocado oil
Wait,
again.
are we? Or coconut
Yeah, we
oil?
are. We're using avocado. I know you don't like coconut.
It don't matter. I mean,
No, we're using avocado. Got it.
there you go.
All right, so Melissa has added our avocado oil. But again, you could use whatever oil you prefer.
And this actually says high heat on it. So that's another
Yeah,
tip.
they have a high smoke point.
So when you're shopping for which oil to use, it normally says high, medium, sauteing in the different oils and stuff. So yeah.
All right, Melissa knows that I am also lazy with cooking, so she got me shredded carrots.
I'm lazy too.
Can you open that for me? And we are gonna go back in with more garlic. Yes.
Yes, girl. Squeeze that.
Boom.
So this is actually organic as well. And I got this one because it's colorful. It's pretty. I thought the cow would like colorful, pretty carrots.
I appreciate that.
Not
I do.
boring.
I appreciate that so much. We're gonna bring this down because Melissa's trying to pop me back here.
Sorry.
And so now, now we just add in, so that cooked pretty fast. We add in all of our sliced peppers, onions.
So I'm taking this, won't take long.
No, this is the easiest, quickest, yeah.
Practically eat those raw.
Yeah, so these, you're literally just letting the flavors kind of merge.
Do you eat them raw?
No. I eat them like this, like cooked.
In a salad, maybe?
In a salad, not onions. I'm not a huge fan of onions raw, but
I'm not a huge fan of onions, period.
bell peppers, I like them to be
Lollipop salad,
super, super chopped.
but no onions.
I do, but I always say...
They're cut
only
small
put-
enough.
Not even that. I just tell them put 3 pieces of onion.
3 pieces?
I like the flavor, but I don't like the... Right. Yeah.
I hear you.
All right, so
Yes. Yes.
Then that is all, you know,
we're gonna do a nice handful of the carrots.
Oh, that is beautiful.
delicious.
Yeah.
This was added in to the menu today at the suggestion of my lovely husband. He said that the meal needed more color, so.
Yay, honey.
So this is literally just heating. We're letting the flavors merge. We're gonna add that little piece of lemon that Melissa saves for me, right over there. Gracias. And we're gonna squeeze some of that lemon juice right over. And I'm gonna add some of the crushed red pepper.
Kel, you like
Just a little bit, not a lot. I do like pepper, but I'm gonna be
But,
not
putting the
heavy-handed.
cilantro on that?
No.
So what would we put in this? Because I feel like...
We're gonna fold it in the rice
Oh.
right before we eat it.
Did you guys hear that? We're going to fold it in the rice.
Not me.
And y'all telling me we're not giving Rachel Ray competition.
Yeah. So
We're-
poetic.
Folding it in
Yeah.
the rice. There you go.
Yeah. So we're doing. So my heat is a little low. A
I'm
little
ready to. So
low.
there's no need for herbs on that. You know, like the shake of the Italian seasoning.
You can. We're gonna do a little parsley, but you could do cilantro. You could do basil, thyme if you want. The whole salad, like the whole idea behind the bell pepper salad is supposed to be a quick touch. Yeah, super easy. I feel like cutting all this stuff up is a little bit of work. So.
Rip it apart. You know
Oh, you
how
mean
we do
these?
it.
Oh, no, I mean cutting the things up.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going ripping these?
Just rip them apart.
Yeah, so we're just gonna do a little bit of parsley on the top.
And I mean this meal actually, this should only take you like 20 minutes if you're cooking at home by yourself.
Maybe 30. If you have the rice pre-done, maybe a little, yeah, maybe
Yeah,
20. If you have the
20
rice
minutes.
pre-done, yeah.
Yeah. Because me, like, so with the salmon, I would have cut that so thin that wah, wah,
And it would have been done.
done. And I don't like my salmon well done anyway. I kind of like it kind of raw. So, you know, medium, yeah.
And
And
we
I
have-
love white rice, so I feel like I always have some white rice at home.
do we have any, okay, can I have one of those lemons?
One lemon?
Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
I can use one of these.
This is a good one, nice and
Thank
soft.
you. I just want to grab a tissue. Or can you grab that out of there for me? Thank you. All right, so we are pretty much done. Just gonna make it look pretty for y'all. And then we can sample. Do you have any questions? No, y'all ask questions, man.
Everybody's waiting to like eat.
Y'all ready
They're
to eat?
like,
Okay. I got it.
What's the nutritional cost? How much calories?
So I have it on the recipe. Do we have them on there? I want to say
No, we don't have
the
it on.
entire meal was about 700, if I remember correctly. Like the rice, the salmon. If you're doing like between 3.5 to 4 ounces of salmon and the bell pepper salad, it's all under. Yeah, it's under 1,000 for sure. I want to say between 750 and 8. That includes a 1/4 cup serving of rice, 4 ounces of salmon and like a quarter cup of the bell pepper. The bell peppers is like the whole thing was like the 4 servings I think were 65 calories in total. So it really doesn't add much at all.
Keep in mind though that if you put a lot of oil on it, that would change.
Yeah, depending how much oil. But I think if you're following the 2 tablespoons, it's about, I think that's where most of those calories probably come from. Ooh, we got some.
Is there any alternative to oil? You don't want to cut with oil?
Like butter?
Well, you could saute it in
Or-
water. Yeah, you could saute it in water.
You can. I think it will change the flavor quite a bit just because the oils help to kind of merge. Yeah, it kind of merges all the pepper and the garlic, if you like me and you put garlic in there. I'm trying to think what else. I mean, or like if you're cooking something like the rice, you could also heat your liquid aminos first, then add your onion, your garlic, that type of stuff, so it still gets the flavor through those liquids, yeah. So, I mean, there is a way around using the oil for sure. The non-stick pan?
you know
For
what?
certain things, yeah.
So we also have this spray, and this is coconut oil spray. We actually have this in coconut avocado.
No, that's what you're saying.
No, palm is good, but this is a fresh market brand,
Oh, we're gonna
and this
fall
is
down.
actually 0 calories.
So Chosen Foods is another one of your brand, like Interfield then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and this is medium heat. So this has a 350 smoke point, which is pretty good. No chemicals, no preservatives.
Oh, that looks good. Yeah.
Gigi, can you get a picture?
How about the bell pepper salad?
You want pictures of everything?
All right, so, and
Okay, we're gonna move everything out of the way so we can serve.
okay.
Did everybody get the recipes?
Yeah, I have one back here. Thank you.
So much.
No problem.
More bell pepper, veggie, salad. Yeah, sure can.
Lovely way to fold.
So listen,
Thank you so much.
Into the rice.
Thank you so much.
Can y'all please guys follow us Fresh Market? We're on Instagram and Facebook
And Bowflex Barbie.
and Bowflex Barbie. So y'all need, Jaquel has some info here too.
You done with it?
Oh yeah, I'm done.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so we added the sriracha, and now this is done. Got a little bit of flaking from my eggs.
So we are doing another cooking demo next week at Oldfort Bay, and that one will actually be all plant-based. So yeah.
It's really good. I love the flavor of
Grab her a fork.
the fried rice with the sriracha and the bell pepper salad. It is really a quick fix and it
You're
tastes
welcome.
really good. It's something you can do really quick. And the salmon.
Is it okay?
I'm with her. I love the honey, and it's popping. It's really good.
How do you like it?
It's amazing.
Oh, I got
And
some
I don't normally eat vegetables outside of carrots and broccoli, but these bell peppers
you.
are amazing. And the flavor in the rice is like,
good?
oh my gosh, I feel like I literally just went to a
You're
restaurant.
welcome. And then the fork.
Although I don't think if I did it myself it would come out this good.
There you go.
One sec. I know both of you were here for the whole thing, right? How did you enjoy the cooking demo?
It was really good. I enjoyed it.
Very good.
Some meals that I will prepare for myself in the future.
I really enjoy salmon with the honey because I typically don't like honey. But really was good. Put that extra spice to it. So when I cook my salmon now, I'll be adding honey on that. Because it really came out good with the honey. Because every time she's putting honey, I say, put more honey, more honey, more honey. But in the final analysis, I see why she did that because it was very, very good.
Good. So do you think it's easy enough for you to do like on a Tuesday evening?
Mm-hmm. And you cook this any evening.
I mean, it would be good to see some videos of this on YouTube or something of that nature, so you can like follow from a Bahamian point of view, because at least you know where she's buying the stuff from, or however. But it's something you can probably do.
When I saw this ad here on Wednesday, I was kind of shocked. I said, "This Rachel Brown come to us now," because it's something we really need. Like you say, YouTube. When you click onto YouTube, you need to see the Bahamians doing the same thing. But they just as qualified as those other people in the United Kingdom, in the United States, just qualified. And so some of the things they were talking about, I familiarized myself on videos. That's where I got education. So Bahamians need to get into it as well.